Welcome into YouTube. It's great to have you with us. Tyrrell Hatton survived a brutal test at Bay Hill to emerge as the 2020 Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard champion. Mark Leishman's Sunday 73 fell one stroke short of Hatton's winning mark, while Sungjae Im followed up his win at the Honda Classic with a third place showing. While number one, Rory McIlroy notched yet another top 5 finish after a disappointing final round 76. After his round, Rory said it felt like deja vu all over again.
It's very, there's a lot of similarities between the start of this year and the start of last year. A lot of chances, not converting, but knowing that the game's pretty much there. So just keep knocking on the door, go up to Ponte Vedra tomorrow and work on a few things and yeah, get back at it again.
Or it seems like people expect you to win every week because you're number one in the world. Can you just talk about the expectation of that and how hard it is to win them?
Yeah, I mean, I expect myself to, I'm doing what I expect myself to do every week, which is giving myself a chance. And I give myself a chance most weeks, and more weeks than not, it's not going to happen. That's just the way golf is. I mean, I think my win percentage on tour is like 10%, and I think that's pretty high for anyone not named Tiger Woods. So I've had chances, and I wish I had converted one of them over the last few weeks, but I'm still in good form. I'm playing some good golf, and hopefully I just keep putting myself in those positions. It's only a matter of time.
Rory keeping perspective there despite a tough Sunday at Bay Hill. So with his T5 finish, he joins Tiger Woods as the only player with 7 or more consecutive top 5s on tour since 2000. So it is time for a bit of Tell Me I'm Wrong. Damon Hack, it's a passionate topic for you. Take it away.
It is a passionate topic indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me I'm wrong. Rory McIlroy's top 5 streak, 7 straight, is to be commended. But the season is still a B. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Really?
You are wrong. Now, you're less wrong than you were last week. It's still an A. We judge based on Tiger Woods. I'm sorry, we just do. We shouldn't, because the way he closed the show was not realistic. Not for any mere mortal. Rory is a mere mortal. He has so much game, but he has a downfall. But we knew that. We knew that going into the season. We knew that before the Players last year when he wasn't playing as well. Now he's putting himself into contention every single week. He is closing out the show some. Sometimes he falls on his face. I knew that going in. He is playing fantastic golf. He's playing to his potential, because he could have won every week, but he isn't, is more of how difficult it is to win on the PGA Tour, especially some of the tough courses like Bay Hill and like Riviera that he has fallen short on.
I'm not asking for wins every week. I'm asking for room for improvement, and there is room for improvement. If we give him an A at this point, hey, you're doing great. Your season's over. You have nothing left to do. The season of championships begins this week, Thursday. You can watch it right here on Golf. He has room to improve. His scoring average in the final round is 79th. It's first in the first round. That shows me and tells me and us that there's room for improvement. An A is not unattainable. He has plenty of season to go to get that A. But at this point, coming off of 76, which is the highest among those leaders, it's a B.
7 consecutive top 5s. How many wins in there should there be to make it an A for you?
2.
2 wins.
2. Yes.
Okay.
And the top 5 streak continues because Danny Lee 3-putted the 18th green. I can't do that.
Okay. I got to tell you, I played on tour for 10 years. I don't think I have 7 top 5s total.
Well,
Really?
So 7 in a row. I might.
I said it's
close.
commendable, but we're talking
7
about
in a
Rory
row.
McIlroy. We're not talking about Robert Dameron. All due respect.
I'm just telling you how much work I put into it and how hard it is to do what he's doing.
But it's a comparison point to see just how elite Rory McIlroy is and just how well he is playing to put himself in the positions to be having a chance to win every Sunday. And on that basis, David, I think you're wrong, because I don't think we do give him enough credit for the work that he does to allow us to magnify his ability to close or not close on a Sunday. And let me pose you this.
Okay.
Rory McIlroy versus, say, Jon Rahm. Last 8 starts, 2 wins, 2 runners-up, third, 3 top 10s and a T17. Is that more impressive to you than Rory's consistency?
The extra win is. And the reason I hold Rory to such a high standard is the reason why I held Magic Johnson as a fan to a high standard, as I hold Tom Brady, LeBron James. And Rory McIlroy, I believe he belongs in that category. He is the elite of the elite. We can't compare Rory to Sung Jae Im's season or John Rahm's season necessarily. I hold Rory. It's Rory and JT and Tiger. And Rahm is kind of right there, and DJ's kind of up and down, and Brooks obviously is hurt. Rory McIlroy, if you listen to his sound coming off 18, he's not saying, hey, this is very familiar to last season when I wasn't quite crossing the threshold enough. Doesn't mean he's not going to this week, for example.
If Tiger Woods had never existed, do you think you'd be having the same argument?
That's a very fair question, and I'm not sure I would. And I did cover Tiger height of power. Sure. But I haven't brought up Tiger to compare Rory. I think it's the fact that he's had 7 opportunities, and sometimes someone beats him, and that's fine. But the fact that his scoring average is at 79th among his peers, and it's first in the first round, and the fact that he shot 76, and he had a tough Sunday in Mexico and a tougher Sunday in Los Angeles, there's just some room to clean things up and tighten him up a little bit for the best player in the world, ranked number 1. Defending Player of the Year, Players Champ, FedEx Cup champ. I mean, that's why we're holding him to this standard.
What do you think?
It's not an insult. It's actually respectful.
You're wrong.
Wow, another one.
And here's why.
Okay.
And you cannot, well, first of all, Tiger's out of the equation, and you've said that you haven't brought his name up, which you've done twice.
At least.
If you remember last year leading into the Players, Rory had 5 straight top 6s, just like he has 7 coming into the Players this year. Look, 1 out of 7 is a pretty good batting average on the PGA Tour for wins. I will give you yesterday, but we've talked about it earlier in the show, difficult conditions, a couple of bad swings here and there. But as a player, regardless of who you are, the only opportunity you have to win on a Sunday is to put yourself in position. Yeah. He does it every single week. Yes, he has room for improvement, but every player on the PGA Tour has room for improvement. Sure. I don't think giving Rory an A doesn't mean that the season is over and he's accomplished all that he can accomplish and he doesn't have any room for improvement. Absolutely, he could tighten up his driver and make some more putts. But you just can't argue with the success he's had this year and the ability he's put himself to win on a Sunday. You're going to convert some, and you're not.
See, I think he's put himself in position for top 5s more than he's put himself in position to win so far this year. I mean, he birdied 18 at Riviera. That got him a top 5. Danny Lee, 3 putts on 18 at Bay Hill, 5 miles from us, and Rory has a top 5. I think if you ask Rory and sat him down, he'd be like, doggone it, I had 4 fairways yesterday. Yeah. That's not good enough. No. I tripled 5 in L.A. I got to clean that up a little bit, tighten that up. I doubled 9 yesterday. I doubled 6 yesterday. I got to tighten those up. He's the best player in the world. He's the one we're paying to see. He's the one we're walking through those gates and we want to get our tickets punched, you know?
But everyone...
I got a question for you. So we'll just do circumstantial. So coming up this week at the Players' Championship, he has a chance to win on Sunday. He's in position. He's in the final group. He shoots even par and loses by 1.
Okay.
Is it still a B?
No, that might be an A, and I've said that.
But he didn't win.
I'm not saying it's win or nothing. I'm saying it's factor on the back 9. He was not factoring these last few weeks on the back 9. Not a factor in Mexico, not a factor in L.A., not a factor in Orlando. Not a factor. That's all I'm saying. It's not win or bust. It's contention.
Mm-hmm. He's been in contention.
On the back 9 on Sunday during this streak?
Well, I mean, you take away 1 swing, yes. You can't say that so-and-so made a 3-putt and that gave him a top 5. You take away Roy's out-of-bounds ball and he finishes 3rd. I mean, you can't
take away the out-of-bounds ball.
You can't take...
You're taking away Danny Lee's 3-putt on the last hole and his bomb on 18.
You're passionate today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's all that matters.
Rory is the best player in the world. He's number 1. The season in my classroom is a B.
Well, Rory is already a member of this list of distinguished names to win the Players. He'll have a chance this week to become the first player to successfully defend his Players title. But kicking it back over to LT to see how we can get our photo with the world's number 1.
So check this out. We have a fun, interactive experience for all of our viewers at home who want to get a picture with the man himself, Rory McIlroy. So check this out, the screen courtesy of Monster XP, which will put you side by side with Rory McIlroy. So Damon, you ready to take it for a test run?
It's the world number 1, the defending Players champ. What's up, Rory? What's going on? What are you doing?
Hey, Rory here. Want to be my caddy and take a picture?
Well, I'd rather play.
Let me grab my ball.
Oh, okay, sure, man.
Are you nervous? You know the course, right?
I do know the course. Okay. I might be able to give Rory a couple tips.
Smile.
And watch me play in the Players' Championship this weekend on Golf and NBC.
Well, we'll watch. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder. Boom, just like that. That was cool. Well, this opportunity, it's available at several places all around the country. This week, you can get your virtual picture with Rory at the TD Garden in Boston, the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, the shops at Northbridge in Chicago, and for those of you right here in the Orlando area, check out NBC Sports Grill and Brew at Universal City Walk for a unique sports dining experience. The food is so good that features more than 100 unique beer selections. We are only days away from the start of the Players, as all eyes in the golf world will have turned their attention to the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass and one of the premier events in the game. We are ready for that stage. We're ready to hear your comments as well. So let us know what you think Rory's going to do this week as the defending champion on the Players. Leave your comments. Subscribe to us, Morning Drive on YouTube. We'll see you next time.